my fucking head off.
Yeah, well, I agree.
And there are people treating it like a goddamn... Like, that's all there is.
Right.
Life is the secondary unit. No, life is the primary unit, and sobriety is the secondary unit. I don't want to break it to anybody, but that's reality.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually had to go to a meeting on Wednesday night.
Why did you have to go to a meeting?
Well, because being in Utah, 90% of that state doesn't drink for religious reasons.
Correct.
And those people, when they saw that I didn't drink, they thought it was for religious reasons.
Kind of, yes. I've been a part...
Well, gave me the pitch.
As being a part of both at one point, I completely understand.
Right. They gave me the pitch, and then they were completely disappointed when I said, oh, no, I just don't drink because when I drink, I want to do cocaine and crystal meth and rob people.
Right.
And that was the end of the conversation. And then, you know, it was, I'm like, you know what? I need a meeting. I'm like, it was a great meeting.
No, it's actually very good stuff out there. Don't get me wrong. They're very wonderful.
We started Swacky Pa out there.
Yeah.
The Southwest Area Conference Young Peoples.
They're very nice people.
I brought it to Phoenix to make some money. I think it's in Reno now.
I like the sobriety in Utah. I like the sobriety in Vegas, for that matter. I went to Las Vegas.
Vegas is tough because nobody gives a shit in Vegas.
Well, that's a hardened group of individuals.
Absolutely.
What I can say about the sobriety in Vegas is the people that have time, you got to respect it. I mean, if my ass was sitting in a fireplace all the time, where it's not about me even buying it. It's fucking free. Right? This is a town of vices and excess.
Yeah. I'm just glad there's gambling there.
Yeah. Well, it offsets all the other vices.
Right, exactly. Keeps my mind off other stuff.
So I went to Vegas with my sober friend.
Yeah.
We were all three going to go.
Uh-huh.
The longest standing members of sort of the Covina area, or at least the three people the two other people that I know. Yeah, right. One of them was going to move out of the area over to Tombstone. I've talked to you about this. He's moving to the lovely town of Tombstone. After, in my humble opinion, if he's listening, in my humble opinion, after literally setting fire to his life and walking away to try to start over at his age. With what shocks me as perhaps one of the most astounding holier-than-thou attitudes ever in the program. And that's my problem. I don't think that I'm ever going to wind up talking to him again. So I decided to get a suite. Super Bowl weekend. I'm going to take the boys to Vegas. I'm going to do it all up, order barbecue, watch the game in the room, maybe go to a show, have one day where all three of us are together one time. Now, the other friend said, well, I'm going to go out to Tombstone and visit him. I said, good for you. I'm not. Okay, I will safely tell you this. I don't really venture beyond visiting you in Phoenix or going up to Scottsdale to play golf. I mean, you're not going to see me going out to the Tucson area just to go find Tombstone in the middle of nowhere. How far is Tombstone from Tucson?
It's not that far.
Okay. Yeah, it's the middle of nowhere in my universe.
But it's really not that far. I mean, Wilcox, Bisbee, that's far. Tombstone, it's it's an old movie studio.
Yeah. I'm not going out there. And I rarely talk to him as it was before, and I'm kind of sad that we're not going to have like that one final moment. I know he's going out there to die. And that might sound harsh and sad. That's what's happening.
No, like an old dog.
Right. He's going out to the middle of nowhere with his wife to go die.
And croaks.
They're going to go make their little podcasts, and by all means, I support it. Hey, listen to a show where the husband is lying to his wife about cheating on her with other women, and listen to a show where the lesbian is married to a guy and saying she's happy about her life so that the two of them can go live in the middle of nowhere in a small town by themselves together. How long till this shows up on the news where one person killed the other is my only question.
Murder, suicide.
Oh, my God. I'm so glad he doesn't listen to the show. His vanity would never allow him to listen to this show, so it's kind of fantastic. that I can talk this openly about it.
You might be surprised.
You know what? If he does, I love him to death. I literally love him to death. But I am still stuck.
Some of his behaviors.
I'm still stuck on. You're really eating the tiramisu that was dipped in the. Yeah, I'm really eating the tiramisu. Yeah. I really am.
I like tiramisu too.
Yeah, and still hearing about it years later. Sorry.
Red pudding drenched in bourbon.
Oh, I'll go a step further. Bananas Foster is literally my favorite thing on the planet. Literally. Oh, love Bananas Foster. Love it.
Me too.
Oh, they don't burn off all the alcohol. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah. I don't care. I'm not doing copious amounts of cocaine.
Ice cream. Half alcohol.
And I checked my bank account. I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm really doing okay. Remarkably, having not gone to a meeting in the better part of, 3 to 5 years now, I've lost count, and not keeping track of every second I'm sober and clinging to it because my best day sober is still better than my best day using, which is another fucking lie they jammed down my throat.
Oh, horrible lie. Well, no, it's supposed to be your worst day sober is better.
Yeah,
than
whatever.
Your best day
Whatever.
Yeah, well, I call bullshit whenever I hear that because I had some pretty terrific days using, just nothing in the last decade of using.
Right? What that horrendous load of bullshit that I was told to believe, right?
Nah.
Cling to every second. Every second's a miracle. No, it's not. Want to know what a miracle is? Getting a real job, having a family, supporting your kid, not being a fuck up. That's the miracle.
Don't thinking about yourself 24/7.
Fuck yeah. Getting up and the one thing that my fiance, that Diana literally hates about me, you know what? Tomorrow's going to happen no matter what. So somebody's got to get up and go do the bills. Sorry everybody's sad at this moment. Sorry somebody died. Sorry somebody's sick. But the reality is, got to get up and go to work and tough it out.
Yeah.
There are no off days.
Yeah. No, I was supposed to go out to Orlando for a convention, but I have to go to a funeral tomorrow. And, they're having the same convention in Vegas the week after. I'm glad I'm not blowing the $700 to go to Orlando for the weekend.
Yeah.
That's my real reason. I mean, the funeral, okay, it'll be nice, it'll be good, but that was he died a month ago.
Yeah, I'm trying to come to terms with losing this person, but I had already kind of written him off kind of a while ago.
Right.
But now it's kind of final. I'm losing a big chunk or one of those last big pieces that when I got divorced the second time and came back to this area, this was the group that welcomed me. And I know that I sound like I should be feeding both sides of my face at this moment, but the reality is I evolved past that. I continued to grow. My pot became too big for the program.
Well,
there was a cap problem here. I keep joking that I'm going to start going back to the Alano Club now that individual's gone. I might get involved again.
Right.
Just because maybe it'll
do a 4-step first.
Calmed it down a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't really have a desire to go to a meeting. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't think that I can this is what I was telling my friend James on the drive to Vegas. When I first got sober, I went to a meeting in Pasadena. For those of you who don't know Pasadena, California, let's just say that it's the upper median to upper of life's crust. It's not, by no means do the people of Pasadena struggle on a daily basis if you're living in that zip code. So I was going to a meeting where these, 5 to 10 guys were meeting above a bank and talking about such ridiculous minutia with double-digit sobriety, right? I broke my surfboard. Yeah, I was having a problem at work. Real minutia. And when I walked in, they saw me as fresh meat, and they invited me in. They were very kind. They tried to get me involved. They did everything they could to keep me going to that meeting, but I couldn't relate to where they were. If that meeting still existed today...
Did you say it was above a bank?
It was, in Pasadena.
And they were just talking bullshit about service?
Well, yeah, they were actually
instead of
all
getting into that bank?
No, they were trying to get it. Typical thug. You're perfect in Arizona. No.
But dude, I went to that Wednesday meeting at the Mirage, speaking of Vegas meetings.
Yes.
And it was behind the wall of the front desk. It was right next to the money counting room. I had to leave. I'm like, I'm going to get killed here.
You were getting too twitchy about it.
Oh, I mean, there was like two 90-year-old guys in there between me and about 6 million.
You weren't going to get it.
No kidding. I wasn't going to
Come
make
on,
it to
it's
the
going to be
door.
the way he describes it in Ocean's 11 is exactly right. The three most successful bank heists in Las Vegas history.
Right.
One guy actually made it out to the front of the property before he was shot.
Right. He made it out the front door.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, this was even before Ocean's 11 came out. Well, not the first one with Sinatra, but yeah,
so
yeah.
great.
This was a while ago. I think I had about 6-7 years sober then.
That was my week. And as I told James, and he said, we need to hang around more. I said, yeah, if you really want to make something more out of your life, and I'm happy. I am a firm believer, for those of you listening, if you want to be successful and you want to be sober, heed my words of advice. Hang around with 3 very successful people and very sobering people. I don't care if they're sober. They need to be sobering.
Right.
People who don't tolerate bullshit, people who will call bullshit, the more of that influence.
And have a successful mindset.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, there's some days I don't have a successful mindset. I know what those days are. I don't make big decisions.
I honestly didn't believe the bullshit of hang around with 3 people in the tax bracket you want to be in. You will be there.
Right.
Yeah, you will be. You will be.
Yeah.
They'll drag your ass there whether or not you want to go there.
Sure. Yeah.
It's life-changing.
I mean, say what you want about our president's politics, but there's a guy that you know, it's been up and down. He's got that mindset of success.
Well, you're a white supremacist. That's why you're supporting him.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm Jewish.
No, you are. You're a You're a Jew white supremacist.
Okay.
Well, you can't like the right. You got to be politically correct.
Why not?
I don't know. Look, that's a different show that I produce.
Yeah, I mean, I like their fiscal
Where I
policy.
actually lost my mind going, I don't get it. If I like what the right does, then I'm a supremacist. If I don't like what the left does, I'm politically incorrect. I can't keep up anymore.
Yeah,
People are too sensitive.
It just depends on the topic.
I don't know. You know, I remember a time when people weren't allergic to peanut butter too.
Right. Yeah. We're going off. That's a whole different block.
Yes.
Outside issues coming at you.
All right, so what did we learn this week? When selecting a sponsor, what is the most important key and goal?
You want what he has.
Should you thoroughly examine what he or she may have? Get a resume.
Hey, getting a sponsor's like shopping for a used car. It could look great on the outside, but it might run like shit.
But it knows all the words to the big book. It's got them highlighted in 5 different colors.
Almost 100 years ago.
Open up the first page of the big book. What do you see? It's blank, because that's what you know.
Yeah, because you don't know shit.
Fuck, I hate people in the program. I'm so glad that we do this show. It actually reminds me of
what got me one night. I slugged the guy right in front of my PO.
This show reminds
me. Trying to assault me with the book.
Yeah, right. Oh my God, you went to Vegas? Yeah, I did. Thanks for asking. Had Bananas Foster for dessert.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna qualify as a newcomer? Probably not. Well, you're just living the lie. Yeah, every single day. Keep telling yourself that.
I'm living the lie.
I'm living the lie.
From the topless bar. Hey, I still have money in my pocket.
Yeah. That was a threaded topic today between 2 of these shows that I produce.
Yeah.
I can't go to meetings.
Yeah, you were wound up when we started.
Okay.
You just have computer issues.
By all means, hey, look, if you listen to this show and you want to listen to everything that's produced, it's called Perfect Blue Studios. You can type it in, Perfect Blue Studios. Bunch of shows, different topics. I seem to be the common thread, and it's only because everybody tells me, I got a great show idea. Yes, but you don't know how to podcast.
Right.
Which forces me to be the podcaster to put all these shows together. And one of them is a conspiracy.
Podmaster.
I am. I've been recording audio for too long.
Podmastercaster.
Yes. You know, That's what happens when you do radio and you do big stunts and you.
Yeah, see, I'm enjoying the Facebook Live, but we can't do nothing.
Don't people come to you for music advice with the same kind of thought?
Yeah.
When it comes to podcasting